Well, here we're back. I've got the segments all cemented up, brushed out. I've cut the back end of the tube short so they fit up the next segment. I got the Solar bone dry on the front. They're all ready to go, brushed. So let's get our leader material here. We've got our 20-pound Maxima fluorocarbon. This will be running up to our fly line, as you know. So we're going to want to put our lead fly on first. Now here's a large cone. Here's a chartreuse cone head. I'll put that on. Then for our lead fly, I'll put that nice bright blue one we just did. We'll slide that up. I'm going to grab myself a bead. This is just a glow-in-the-dark bead. You can put any colorations you want. There's no right or wrong way of doing this. Now I'll bring my other black in to kind of blend with that last black one I just had up there. Put another bead on. So you can just build the rig however you want when you get to the water. If you got all these different segments done up, I put the beads on there just to give a little more help for undulation, just so nothing gets hung up. Just makes a nice smooth transition. Put another bead on that segment, then we come to our tail section here. To the last part. We'll get a hook. Now you can see, you can take your choice of hooks, whatever you wish. Let's tie a red one on here, just a little easier to see. Come through the front of the red with the up eye. Come around, make a loop. And we're just going to go through. This is how we snell it on with the uni knot. And then I just make the loop and then just go around the shank with the tag end. There's quite a few different ways of snelling. I went online one day. I've seen about 20 different. I don't know if there's 20, but there's quite a few different types. And like say, you can tie it on solid if you want to do that and run that. Knot's going to go up into the joint there anyway. But the snell works really nice. It pulls really nice and true. Bring that up in there. Just cut that off my little pliers. Now we'll bring all our goodies back. First of all, we'll start with the hook is going to go. The last segment I put in this. Every package of that comes with some flex tubing. I push that over the end, and you can cement that on if you like. This is really tight, but wouldn't be a bad idea. Just put a little drop of cement in there. But when you come forward here, this is just going to jam. Your hook should just jam right up inside there. And it can stay there, or when a fish bites it, the whole rig's going to move up. That's okay. It's not going to harm anything. So you've got the hook right tucked in the rear of this last tail section. Let me just move this stuff out of the way for now. You can see a little easier. So there's the tail, or the last segment. Got all these other segments coming down. I'll just get my cone on the front here. It'll compress down on that. And you can see you've got yourself a long jointed fly. And of course, the different materials, I would put long materials in some of these for some of these segments. This is basically all the same length. So it's going to look more like a mole or whatever like that. But I want to give you an idea how you can joint them up just with the one material. And the different colorations, you got lots of, you can put your nice flash in there. The beads, those are glow-in-the-dark beads, by the way. If you want to find them, that's good too. But you will get some flecks in the water. They do swim and they get wet. So well, there's a 6-inch fly, And if you want to, knock it down to 2 segments or 3, you can do them however you want. The sky's the limit. You just rig them up as you want. But we're going to tie a lot more different segments and these different techniques. So if say we're doing a bass fly or something like that, you're not into bass fishing, watch that anyway, because that technique and the materials are all going to change on every fly pattern I'm using. So you'll be able to use those on any of your segments for your application, whatever you want to do to put your components, and put these all in a box, your beads and your hooks, and you are set to go. You guys can have a great time, and gals too. You just go out there and explore with these. But I think you're going to really be happy with see how these trailing hooks work. We'll be doing a small one where leeches, you get those short strikes on leeches. We got that problem solved for you too. So we'll bring all these segments to you. Just keep on keeping on, and we'll see you back to the next one. Thanks for watching.